Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to open up and disassemble this Eluktronics Mech-15 G3. Alright, so we're going to be using a, looks like PH1, yep, PH1 or JS1 screwdriver to remove all the screws from the bottom. You want to keep all the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. The way I do that is I put them flat side down like that on my desk in the pattern I remove them. So we got 4 here, excuse me, I think we got 1 on either side here, and then 4 more down here. Alright, so let's go ahead and remove all these screws. If this video helps you out, excuse me, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their device as well. And if it helps you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Alright, if you can't help out that way, it would help a lot if you could watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment on them as well. And I also have another channel called It's Been Reviewed and More. If you could watch a few of those videos and subscribe to that one, I got to get that one to 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, that'll be great. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue removing all these screws and then pop the bottom cover off. So for some reason this laptop isn't turning on anymore. We're going to see if it's something simple. If it's a motherboard issue, I'm going to have to see if my partner can figure out what's going on with it. But anyways, we'll get all the screws out. Okay, now that we got all the screws, I'm going to assume it's like the other models that I've worked on. Let's go ahead and see if it pops open like this. So I'm going to get my fingernails between the palm rest assembly and the bottom cover, and then I'm going to push with my thumb on the palm rest, and let's see if it pops the clips. And it looks like it popped. You don't want to push on the touchpad, so let's go ahead and go over to this side. Alright, and okay, the whole cover's already falling off. So there we go. Now that we popped this up, you can see this whole thing comes out very easily. So there's a thermal pad there, so make sure you don't get that all dirty or it might not work too well. And yeah, here you can see inside. Whoa, okay. It must have like overheated and got some weird. That's a very interesting fan design. Look at that. I've never seen that before. I guess to make the propeller stronger. But I don't see how that design makes sense. So does it flow this way? That makes no sense at all. They're basically making this part of the propellers like useless. So when it spins, it pushes the air out. So it pulls the air in here and then it blows it out that way. So these propellers scoop the air in and then it blows out. And I don't really get how that's a weird design. Alright, so anyways, that's how it normally is. Okay, I don't know if they spilled liquid on it. You can see like some weird kind of stuff there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect the battery here. Actually, let me get a thumbnail real quick. I don't know if I did already, but let me center this and then we'll get a thumbnail. Okay, so we'll pop the battery connector out. The way I do that, let me zoom in here to show you. I just use my fingernails and then I grab the little part here. It sticks up a little and then you kind of just wiggle that, okay, side to side. You can see, there we go, popped out. Okay, next thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and remove the battery, okay? And if we're lucky, sometimes it could be a temporary short, which I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the battery and if there's a BIOS battery separate. It looks like there is one under here. All right, again, keep all the screws in order. So I see 2 screws here at the bottom, and then I see another screw up here and probably another one at the top over here. Nope, no screw there. So is that just 3 screws? Let's see. Can we take this out? Yep, just 3 screws. Be careful with the wiring. And wow, it looks like, what is that? It's like something burned, or it doesn't smell burned, but this is like, what is that? It's like very fine powder, like something burned or some smoke went through it or something, I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and disconnect the CMOS BIOS RTC real-time clock battery connector. So we got this little connector there. I'm just gonna again go at the wings and then just wiggle it like this, and eventually it should pop out. Wow, this one's pretty stuck in there. I might have to use my thumbnails on both sides. So let's rotate this over, and I'm going to use my thumbnails. Alright, let's see how I can get in there. It's kind of cramped. Yeah, this is, wow, this connector's stuck in there really strong. I don't know. If you don't have fingernails that are strong, I don't know how you would get this out. Like maybe pliers or tweezers or something. But there we go. Okay. So disconnect that. I'm going to now open up the laptop, and I'm going to press and hold the power button here to drain any residual power. I'm going to hold this for about 15 seconds. This makes it a lot safer to work on. And if there's some kind of weird thing that's preventing it just from powering up, like maybe a temporary short or something, then this will hopefully get it to power back up. I don't know what that powder is. If it's something burnt, then I don't think doing this is going to help. But you see how there's all this like fine powder and stuff there? Look, what is that? I'm going to try and dust it off and then clean it up. But for now, we're just going to go over the components here. Because if that doesn't work, then yeah, most likely my partner's going to have to take a look and see if they can figure out what's going on here. All right, anyways, you got the LCD LVDS connector here. It's on a pull tab. You just pull that up. Usually I have to get underneath and pry the edge up a little bit, but yeah. M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD here. It's a Western Digital Black for Omen. What? Omen? This isn't a HP Omen. Anyways, it's a 1 terabyte SSD. You got another slot here. Okay, for another M.2 SSD. You got the connector for the USB ports here, as well as the SD card slot here. There's a flip latch there. I'm not going to take it out. And then you got another little cable for that. The flip latch is on this side. Speaker here with a cable running along. Okay, that runs along all the way to the other speaker here. They both meet together and they plug in right there. You got the connector to this USB board and the audio jacks here. Okay, that's going underneath the motherboard. This is, what is that? Indicator light? I don't know what that is. I don't know what these things are. Is that a light LED bar? I think it's an LED bar because it goes all the way across. Okay, there's that. You got this cable for the touchpad, trackpad, whatever you want to call it. You got this cable going underneath, which is probably for the keyboard. I'm not going to pull out stuff, so I'm not too sure. We got the RAM here. There's 2 tabs. Pull that to the side. Pops up slightly, and you can get it out. This is a PC4 3200AA 16 gig stick, so this laptop has 32 gigs of RAM. Yeah, I'm going to try and clean this stuff up and see if it will do anything, but... Alright. Pull this stick of RAM up, same thing, and push it back down. Just want to make sure everything's in tight. Okay, here's the wireless card. Ooh, one of the antennas popped out. Get that back in, line it up, and then click it back down. Okay, just like that. Okay, if you're wondering how to get the antennas, you just go from the tail and pull it up. All right. There's all these extra little connectors here, but nothing's plugged in. This also says RTC. So I guess there's 2 spots for the real-time clock battery maybe. And then there's another little thing here, which I don't know. It's not really labeled, but there's nothing there. You got one fan connector here, the other fan connector there. You got the CPU under here, GPU under here. They're both soldered to the motherboard, so you can't replace them. And yeah, we already talked about that. USB-C, HDMI, they're all soldered to the motherboard, including the charge port, DC jack. So I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and then we're going to see if we're lucky and if it powers on. All right, I'll be back. All right, I'm back. So I cleaned off the white powdery stuff on the battery, and then on the inside as much as I could. I don't know why, but this stuff doesn't come out. So anyways, let's go ahead and reconnect the CMOS BIOS RTC real-time clock battery. Make sure if you're replacing or removing yours that you plug it back in the same way. So the black wire is going up towards here, the red wire is going down towards the touchpad area, okay? So we got that plugged in. Let's see if we can power it on without the battery. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug the laptop in, and we'll see if we have any luck. I don't know what that white powdery stuff is. My guess is, from what I've seen, is it's probably like vape stuff, but I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and power this on because it kind of has a slight greasy feeling to it, so I don't know. All right, anyways, we're gonna plug this in. Let's see if we get any lights coming on. So we'll plug this guy in. See if there's any fire. Oh, I see what's going on. I think I know what's wrong. Okay, I think I know what's wrong. So maybe it is burnt. If you look at this charge port here, I think the charge port is broken. I don't know if you can see that there. You see where it's all white powdery? Let me see if I can clean that real quick. Give me a second. All right. Let's see if we can clean that up a little to get a better look at it. Some of that foamy stuff is getting messed up, but I don't know, actually. Maybe. Oops, sorry, I'm out of view, huh? Sorry, it's hard to record when it's so zoomed in, but maybe I was mistaken. I thought it was a broken. Is it just the reflection that made it look cracked? I don't know. Let me see here. So I'm gonna plug it in without this thing connected first, and I'm gonna take a look here and see. No, it looks okay. Okay, I was mistaken. It looks okay. I don't know. I thought I saw a crack in that tail thing there. I see that on a lot of the Asus models, certain ones. So, I don't know. Anyways, let's plug this in and see what happens. I might need to use a voltmeter to see if this thing's even putting out power, because nothing is happening right now. Okay, so I don't see anything happening. Let's go ahead and see if we open this up and push the power button. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Tilting it, nothing. Yeah, so it's not that. I thought for some reason that it was that, but it seems like it's actually a motherboard issue, sadly. So it's not going to be something I can repair. Let's go ahead and put the battery back in, I guess. Whoops. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the battery back in. And sadly, it looks like fried motherboard issue. Get the battery reconnected here, make sure everything lines up, and then pinch the whole thing in at the same time. Okay. Alright, looks good. Alright, and I guess we're just going to put this thing back together. I'm going to have my partner look into this and see what's going on. Alright. The other thing, if it's a bad charge port, usually if you wiggle it around, it would spark if it has a crack there, but this doesn't have. I thought it was cracked for some reason. Alright, we'll get the last screw in. Let's see if anything happens with the battery connected now. I doubt it, but let's check anyways. Okay, plug this guy back in. Nothing, no lights, no sounds, no arcing, no sparking. Yeah, nothing's happening. Open this back up again, push the power button, nothing at all. Yep. Alright, so I guess that sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have my partner take a look into it, see if he can figure out where on the motherboard it's damaged, see if he can fix that, and then that will be it. Hopefully they can repair it. Okay, let me go grab the cover, put it back together, and then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm back. Let's go ahead and put this thing back together. So we cleaned the bottom as well. It was kind of dusty, but anyways, it looks like, I guess this doesn't really have clips. It just pops open, but not too easily, as you can see. But anyways, let's go ahead now, put back the screws, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Hopefully it at least helped you to upgrade your computer if you wanted to do that. Alright, again, hopefully this video helped. If it did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Alright, if you can't help out that way, it would help a lot if you could watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment on those as well, because that's what the algorithm likes to see. Other than that, yeah, I do have another channel, again, called It's Been Reviewed and More. So if you want to see my random reviews all in one channel, they're all over there, okay? So yeah, you can subscribe to that channel as well. Hopefully I can get that one to 1,000 subscribers soon. And yeah, we'll just get all the rest of these screws in and we should be good to go. Alright, last 4. Last one. Alright, there we go. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Let's drop this. Bye.